This is my final project that I did not get to complete. So the first thing I want to start off with is I'm gonna just run the program so you can see what I have done. So the first thing I have a list of options. One option is to save the file, load expenses, find the highest month, show the year by month, that's sorting, and then report the details for the chosen month. And I have the user can enter -1 to kill the program. I can just test that right now. And you see it ended. Okay, now we're gonna run it again. Now I'm gonna press 1 this time to see if to save expenses to a file. Okay, now the user has to enter our first month. So now I'm gonna try to validate this to see if I can enter 25. I shouldn't be able to enter 25 because 25 is not a month. It's not a right. So 25 shouldn't go through. Let's see if 0 works. 0 shouldn't work. So okay, I'm gonna say 1. Actually, I'm gonna say we're gonna start at March. So that's the starting month. The third month is the starting month, and then we're gonna validate last one. Let's see if we can go less than 3. We shouldn't be able to, because we can't go backwards. So last month 2 didn't go through. Last month 25 shouldn't go through, and it didn't go through. Okay, now we're gonna say 6. We're just gonna do. I'm gonna do 5. We're gonna go to May. Just gonna do 2 months. Went through. As you see, we started at March to enter our mortgage for March code. The first one was mortgage. So now I'm gonna use some small numbers like 1s and 0s. So the first 6 expenses, the first 6 prompts will be for the user to enter expenses, and then the next 6 is gonna be for the budget. So the first 6 I'm gonna use 1, and then the other 6 I'm gonna use 0, and then at the end of the 2 months it should be $12 expenses, $12 in expenses and $0 in budget. So the user went over their budget. So let's test it out. So 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 onto the budget. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Then 1, 1, 1, 1. Back to the budget again for April. 0, 0, 0. Like I made a mistake. It's not 2 months, it's 3. 0, 0. So it should be 18 instead of 12. And there you have 18. So we went over our budget by 18. And since we didn't put any numbers for our budget, we went over everything. Went over every item in our expenses. In our expenses structure, went over everything. And as you can see, this is report, expense report, total expenses, total budget 0. Items we went over, mortgage, blah blah blah, and the loop it runs again. So we're gonna try it again. We're gonna press 1, and this time we're gonna see if we're gonna do reverse. We'll do vice versa. We're gonna start from the 8th to the 9th. Okay, cool. So in August we're going to September. So now I'm gonna say 0, 0, 0. And there you have it. Total, we didn't go over our budget. There's nothing to report. And I said $12 because I didn't spend any money. So, and there you have it, August to September. Perfect. Now I can kill the program. -1. Unfortunately, I didn't get to do the other functions. I did started the load. Where is it? I did start the load file, but I didn't get to finish it. But I'm gonna go on to things that I found interesting. So one thing I found really interesting were was how much less code I wrote in the final project compared to the the midterm project. In the midterm project, I have the midterm project pulled up over here, and as you can see, this I'm using 800 lines. I don't need to use 800 lines for this. So where I went wrong was, first thing, where I made redundant code. I had two switch statements for the first and last one. The way I modernized this was, where is it? I already declared the function, the variables up here, so I just used the variable, and I already had the first month, so I just inputted it. I just put it inside of the array and took away one from it to pull that element out, and just like that, I had the first and the last month. I didn't have to go through each month. I didn't have to switch through each month to get the first month name or the last month name, and I didn't use it anywhere else, so I didn't even need that, because in the loop, from the range, whichever range the user inputted in the loop, I just use month. I use the same thing, so I could have just used it up there. Another way I modernized the code was by using functions like these, like the check budget and get valid amount. So let me find that function for you. So in get valid amount, I'm passing a string as a parameter, a const string, and it's referenced, so I want the exact value. Then I created a variable called value. Then I printed out prompt, whichever argument the user passed to the function, to get valid amount function. I passed that, and then I printed out right there, seeing the value, and then I validated. And I did that for each expense, instead of doing all of this. I just made this one big function, and it just turned out to one line instead of almost 8. So yeah, that was very interesting to me, how I wasted so many time typing. And yeah, that's really that's it on my list. I did use structures. I used 3 structures. I used an expense structure, a budget structure, and a total structure, and that also helped me modernize the code also. So as you can see, the expense and the budget is basically the same thing. It just holds the budget amounts in the budget structure and the expense amount in the expense structure. Then I have a total right here that holds the totals for each expense. And yeah, I forgot to show you this. But yeah, this is the file that I saved. Let's run it one more time, because it should be showing me the month. I'm gonna clear all of this. I'm gonna compile it. I'm gonna say 1, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. I made a mistake. I put 10 for the first one and the last one. I'm gonna clear this up. Try it again. Use 1. Then I'm gonna just go from January to February. And I'm just 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. And yeah, let's check it. And there you have it. So for it saved the file. So for the first month, it had January, February, and then it printed out each expense with a delimiter, the comma delimiter for the expenses, and then underneath it did it for the budget. And yeah, that's it. Oh yeah, and I want to say thank you for letting me submit this late, even though I didn't finish. I really do appreciate it.